This is Chris Kell with your post-match regeneration routine. Now the purpose of the regeneration routine is to help the areas of the body that are involved in our match to kind of help to release, regenerate, and relax. Okay, and with that said, for those that don't have access to foam rollers and the typical implements that we utilize for stretching, we can use a towel here and a tennis ball to do just the same thing. Okay, so these can be easily stored in a bag or really any travel kit that you've got with you, and this routine can be done in about 5 minutes. So with that said, we're going to begin with our foam rolling. All right, and foam rolling, or self-massage, is just taking the tennis ball and just pressing down into the areas that are commonly kind of tightened up and utilized during our activity. So what I'm doing here is I'm just starting with my foot, and I'm rolling this along my foot, all along the ball of my foot, along the middle, down to the heel. And what I'm looking for here are just tight spots or lumps that kind of have formed along the muscle. Those are kind of trigger spots or points that have been caused due to stress. When I find one, I'm just going to apply pressure to it, just kind of let it sink into my foot, hold here for anywhere from 15 to 20 seconds until that area depresses. All right, and then I'm going to move to the next spot. I'm going to do this for a total of maybe 15 to 30 rolls, again stopping to just concentrate on areas that I identify as tight or painful. And then I'm going to move on to my calf. Right, with the calf, what I'm doing is I'm just placing the ball down here. I'm going to put it over my calf, and I'm going to start by rolling the outer calf. So I'm just turning my foot to the outside here to kind of emphasize this area, and I'm just rolling up and down. Once again, I'm looking for any lumpy spots or just painful spots that I might find, and I'm just sitting there and just pressing down and applying just a little bit of pressure and letting it sink in. From here, I can turn my foot to the middle to hit my middle calf, and then finishing up with my foot turned to the inside to hit the inner calf. And with this, I want to go all the way from about my Achilles tendon to the back of the kneecap. You might even want to roll the kneecap. That's an area called the popliteal muscle, and that commonly gets tight, people with knee pain and different things like that. So you might just find a nasty surprise there. So definitely concentrate on those areas and just press down, release those points. From here, we're going to move up the hip. All right, with the hip, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the ball here and I'm going to sit on it. I'm placing it under my hip or my butt cheek here, and I'm just crossing the leg of the side that I'm rolling. I'm turning onto this side, and I'm just rolling it over the kind of the area, my upper glute here, and I'm looking for any spots that are tight or painful. I found one here, and what I'm going to do is just apply general pressure to it, kind of shift my weight onto it, just let it sink in until I feel it depress. And again, just spending time on any areas that we kind of find that are tight or painful. From here, we're going to move to our upper body. Kind of the two spots we want to look at here in an area called the pec minor, which is at the top here. It's kind of the where we might think of as the front of the shoulder, or the deltoid. Okay, and what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to place this on the ground. I'm going to place this over my shoulder. I'm just rolling over this area until I find a tight spot. I found one here up near my clavicle. And what I'm going to do here is just oscillate my arm, meaning I'm just providing a little vibration by moving my arm up and down until this area depresses. Now, by the same token, I'm going to work the back of both shoulders. So we're talking about like around here, posterior rotator cuff here, the back of your deltoid, really all along this area, all the way to up to the armpit. Just kind of look around. So what I'm going to do here is place this under my shoulder and just roll until I find a spot that, there's one. It just feels like lightning. You're really going to kind of feel a zing. You might feel kind of some tension referred down the arm, and that's okay. You just want to get to that spot. And again, what you can do is just internally and externally rotate the arm to help to just kind of work that spot out and let it depress in. All right, from here, we want to stretch the areas that we've just rolled. And in order to do so, we can utilize our towel here as kind of a substitute for a band. So what I'm going to start out with is a straight leg hamstring stretch. And with this, I'm just putting the towel around my foot here, just holding for anywhere from 60 to 90 seconds. And then I'm going to move, so I'll just do it this way so you can see me. I'm going to move to the outside, hit what is called my adductor. Again, holding in this position for anywhere from 60 to 90 seconds. All right, then we're going to go into what's called a sideline quad stretch. And with this, I'm just going to pull the back of my leg here, stick my hip forward, really tighten my glute so I get some hip extension, and really hit the front of the leg, the rectus femoris, the hip flexor, and just hold here, again, 60 to 90 seconds on each side. All right, for our upper body, we have two stretches. First, for our pec, we've got what is called a sideline arm sweep. All right, so I'm just going to do it this way so you can see me here. Cross my leg to the side here, pull my hip down. This is also a nice hip stretch. And just raise my arm up to the side here and hold. You'll feel a lot of tension in the shoulder and the upper back. We can also do this actively by moving the arm up and down, but just holding at the point where you start to feel your shoulder come off the floor here. And again, 60 to 90 seconds on each side. All right, to end with, we're going to perform a prayer pose. All right, this is a great exercise, not only because it's a great stretch for the lats, but it's good for breathing. Just deep breathing in this position, filling your lungs with air, telling the nervous system to relax, to release the muscles, and to kind of expand your rib cage a little bit, get everything moving in the upper back. And again, just holding for 60 to 90 seconds. So you would go through the rolling drills first with a tennis ball, finish up with the stretches, and again that routine takes anywhere from 7 to 10 minutes, but it's a great way to help to relax and recuperate either in between matches or after a hard workout.